Hello, in Pockets here, getting back onto this YouTube thing. Gonna try something a little different. Been getting back into Magic lately, and more over the last few weeks and months, especially in Commander, and I've decided it's time to start building out my collection. I did get to open a Brothers War collector's box for Christmas, and it was amazing and fun, so I decided to give it another go here with All Will Be One, see what we can get, and share it with you folks on YouTube. Uh, Video will be a different kind of format than what I've seen, I think, where the first bit will just be going through the cards, as you see, relatively quickly. And then the second part of the video will be going back over some of the cards and discussing them and what I think I might use them for and that sort of thing. So there'll be something for everybody in this video, but let's just get started and keep this short and sweet. Again, mostly to build up my collection, not really looking for the value necessarily, but we'll see. So there might be things that I'm excited about that aren't worth anything and things that might be worth money that don't catch me right away. But we can discuss all that in the comments down below. This guy's made in Japan, so these are nice packaging. I haven't seen any of these cards in person either, so I'm looking forward to seeing all the different treatments. But, oops, hate when that happens. We'll get this guy ripped out, and we'll see what we got. Come on out. There we go. Don't want to damage the cards. Just get a garbage can over there. And we're going to do it one card per video. Just keep them nice and short. So we have our Rebel token here. Rebels is one of the sub-themes of one. Rebels versus Phyrexians. Phyrexian Beast on the other side. Cool. Ran Executioner Thrain in the standard pack foil. Archfiend of the Dross in extended, I think that's Ichor. I'll have to learn all the names of the different treatments. This is the Step and Complete foiling. I don't know. We'll see if we can get that on the camera here. Get it up closer. Oop, there we go. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. Really cool. Actually looks really cool in person. That's amazing. Oh, there's a little bit of a roller line on it, but that's okay. We can live with that. This is Abrask Inoider, uncommon. And again, we'll go back through these a little bit after. Let's put that in the uncommons. Sure, for now. Mirror Convert uncommon in just pack foil. I'll bring this up a little. Bone Picker Surge in the standard. This is the Commander card. Skyhunter Strike Force. And again, we'll go through these. We'll put that in the rares. Mercurial Spell Dancer. Unctus Grand Metatect. Grand Metatect. Cool. Phyrexian Vidalcan. Panorama or full art. Mirrodin style art, I guess. Looks good. I like that. Rib Skiff. I haven't seen this. Interesting. Vehicle. Maybe when we get into the review, we'll see. Maybe that'll end up in my Shurikai deck. We'll see. Vehicle deck. Nahiri Sacrifice. The Surgical Bay. Cutthroat Centurion. Thrill of Possibility. Always a good card in like a draft environment. Limited. And a Meldweb Strider. So that's the pack. Let's go back through it now. And we'll kind of look at individual cards. We'll start with the rares. I don't think there's much in the uncommons and commons. So this is the part. If you don't want to see this part, just stop the video now and we'll do another video in a couple days. The rest of you staying, let's take a look at these things. Unctus Grand Metatect. Other blue creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Other artifact creatures you control, +1/+1. And then for Phyrexian, so that's 1 blue or 2 life you can pay the Phyrexian. You're not aware. It says here right here in the help text. Then the turn target creature becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other colors and types. Activate only as a sorcery. So I don't think I have a deck for this just yet. I don't think it really fits into my Shurikai deck, but it's a cool card. Mercurial Spell Dancer, just in the standard full art, or extended art, I guess it's called. Mercurial Spell Dancer can't be blocked. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Mercurial Spell Dancer. Whenever Mercurial Spell Dancer deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's kind of interesting in some sort of like blue or is it Spellslinger type deck? I don't have one of those yet either, but could be a card to use in such a thing. Again, the Commander set, so this is made specifically with Commander in mind. So Sky Hunter Strike Force, 3 mana for a 2/2 flying with melee, I believe. Melee, when it attacks, you get +1/+1 for each opponent you attacked. If I remember correctly, don't quote me on that. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember. I haven't used anything with melee before. And Lieutenant, as long as you control your commander, other creatures you control have melee. That could be interesting in some sort of like an Ishin deck I've been thinking of building, something like that, where give all your creatures melee and then attack a bunch of opponents and then double it. That could be fun. Here's Archfiend of the Dross in extended Ichor, I believe that one is. Flying, Archfiend of the Dross enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from Archfiend of the Dross. Then, if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. Oh, interesting. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. So this won't fit in my shoulder deck, I don't think. But something in like a black blue or black green with proliferate maybe, so you can keep tokens on them, or have a way to get rid of them before the tokens run out. That could be fun. Here's Vran Executioner Thane in the Ichor. I like this Ichor, especially in the foil. Like that's, I don't know, yeah, it's kind of like a nice foil. It's very smooth. It's actually very, very clean, and the card doesn't bend either so much, so that's nice. I know some of my Brothers War stuff were really, really bent, and still are. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Use this ability only once each turn. Only once each turn. Well, I could see him in like some sort of Aristocrats deck, but again, doesn't fit shouldered, but that's okay. We'll check the uncommons real quick here. Nahiri Sacrifice, 2 mana sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature with mana value X. Nahiri Sacrifice deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures. I could almost see this maybe in like my Mishra deck. I still have the precon, it's not modified, but this could go in that. Doesn't fit my dragon deck, I don't have enough artifacts for that. Cool. Good card though, looks fun. And then again in the foil. The foiling on this set looks really nice. It's very, these ones are subtle but still shiny, like they're not super, super glossy. Rip's Gift, I was interested in this. Let's see, it's a 4 mana 4/4 vehicle. Toxic 2, so when players dealt damage by this creature, they take 2 poison counters, regardless of the power. It's not like Infect. When he enters the battlefield, draw a card, and then crew 3. So this could potentially see a spot. I don't know what I would take out for it. I don't really do a toxic theme or anything like that. It's more about Walking Ballista, Infinite Combo, typical Azuria stuff. So probably not, but Mirror Convert, I know my son wants to build a mirror deck. He's always wanted to build a mirror deck, so he's pretty excited. Hopefully we'll see in this box the new Mirror Commander. This will probably go to him if that comes up. But let's take a look. Mirror Convert, 2 mana for a 2/1 Toxic 1. Tap, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color. Yeah, that'll be alright in like an all-color mirror deck. And then obviously ways to buff it up with mirror synergies. These are the ones I'm really excited about. I like the look of these Phyrexian step completed. Here, I'll get it really close. Let's see if we can get it to really flicker. Yeah. Again, it looks, I'm looking at it on the camera here. It looks way better in person. And they're pretty shiny. You can see some roller lines in it though, I think. Oh, maybe not. Cool. Abrask's Anointer, 4 mana 4/2. Artifact creature in red. When Abrask's Anointer enters the battlefield, deals X damage to any target where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. So, yeah, oil is like the new, they got toxic, they got oil, and then there's the for Mirrodin stuff on the rebel side, with like a proliferate, which also helps with the oil and the poison. So could be interesting. Now these are comments, I'll probably go a little quicker. We'll see. First time through those, so it might take me a minute. But as we go along with these pack openings, I'll probably get quicker at these. Again, in the foil, that's nice and smooth. I do like the smooth foils. I don't like them being too obstruct, but again, that step foil is really cool too. So I don't know what I like anymore. Meldweb Strider, 4 and a blue for a 5/5 vehicle with vigilance. Something anyway. Meldweb Strider enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. Remove an oil counter from Strider. It becomes an artifact creature in turn. So it crews itself at least once. And 3 crew for a 5/5 isn't terrible either. I can use that for a blocker. Again, I don't know what I take out. And the vigilance doesn't really matter because I run like Unwinding Clock and stuff like that in it. So, but maybe I'll sit down with it and have a thought. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. I do have my decks currently uploaded on Moxfield. I can share links to those in the description as well. And if I don't, just yell at me if you want to see them. Still the possibilities. I think most of us that have played for any length of time. I mean, I've played with this, and I only just restarted. 2 mana instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, draw a card, then draw two. I just threw together a Ashling deck with one of those in it. So I might switch it out for this art, though. That's really cool art. The two versions of Nahiri. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That's her Nahiri and completed Nahiri. Again, still getting back into it. My knowledge will grow as we go along here. It's like my second box of cards since I started again, so. Cutthroat Centurion, 2 and a black for a 2/2 sacrifice another artifact or creature. Cutthroat gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Yeah, this is a limited card. Maybe sees a place in some budget aristocrat style stuff. Nothing I'm currently playing. Surgical Bay Land Sphere. This is a new land type, I guess, for 1. Surgical Bay enter battlefield tapped. Tap that blue. Sacrifice 2 and sacrifice to draw a card. 2 tap and sacrifice. So again, replaces itself if you have too many, but I kind of still prefer the cycling lands, but this could be an alternate to that if you don't have enough cycling lands or you're in mono blue, you only have access to the 1 or whatever. 1 or 2. And Bonepicker Scourge, 3 mana, 2 and a black for a 2/2 flying with Corrupted. So Corrupted is an interesting, well, you see it here, as long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, that's what Corrupted means, and then it does a thing. Bonepicker Scourge has Death Touch and Lifelink. So I could see this as like, if my shoulder deck had more of a poison sub-theme, which it just doesn't, you could put that in as a blocker, which all right, Death Touch is always good as a deterrent. But there we go, that's the pack. The thing I'm most excited about is seeing the foils, and I really liked this one, I think, as a possibility for either one of these as a possibility for building a deck. Like if I'm going to build another deck, I could see a use for these in like a Spellslinger deck or a more, maybe the Urza deck could use something like this, the Urza Precon to rebuild that. But there we go. That's the pack. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Is this pack a hit or a miss? Again, I don't really know the relative value of things, so as far as financially, it might be a hit or a miss. Probably a miss. I didn't see anything super exciting. And we're going to leave that pack there. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Take care.